Hello! In this little screencast, I would like to show you how to use Alfred, one of my favorite tools on the Mac, to access data from the IT monitoring tool op5 Monitor. Being a power user, I really love the Alfred productivity tool. In its basic version, it can be used pretty much like Spotlight. It can launch applications, search for files and folders, and also offers a ton of extra features that Spotlight doesn't, such as customized web searches and a copy and paste history. But Alfred is nothing without the Power Pack. Once you purchase the Power Pack, Alfred enables you to use the killer feature of it, Workflows. Workflows are add-ons to Alfred that you can easily download from the web and install into the tool. This way, Alfred can do 1,000 things, all based on small scripts and programs that are provided by a large community of Alfred users. These workflows can retrieve and present data from the internet or from local applications. They can be used to execute scripts or system commands and much more. So, for example, you can get an Alfred workflow to search your notes in Evernote, or to translate words into other languages, or to convert between several time zones or currencies, and much more, all without having to launch a specific application, just by typing some characters into the Alfred text prompt. You can find free Alfred workflows created by a large community of users in the Alfred forums. I have created such a workflow for the op5 Monitor IT monitoring tool. op5 Monitor is a professional solution to keep control over your IT environment, monitoring devices, applications, and business services. The op5 Monitor Alfred workflow gives you a distraction-free, quick access to the status data inside op5 Monitor, such as hosts, services, and others, without having to open a web browser to access the op5 Monitor's user interface. You can download the workflow from its GitHub page. And once you got it downloaded, you can easily install it into your Alfred just by clicking it and then importing the new workflow. This is what you get presented when you install the workflow. And now, as we have seen that, we can close this window. Before you can use the workflow, you have to configure it to access your op5 Monitor installation. By hitting the Tab key on top of the configuration item, you get presented 4 configuration options. You have to set up the host name, the username, and the password. The HTTP GET authentication is explained in the README on the project's GitHub page. Even if it's a very convenient feature to be used, it is a high security risk and not recommended to be enabled. Once you have set the workflow up, you can use it to browse your op5 Monitor objects and their states. You can dig into more details on each of the objects by using the Tab key. This way, for example, you can easily jump from a list of host groups to the members of such a group, and then go further to see all the services assigned with a specific host object. In all object lists, you can issue simple searches by just typing some characters or even regular expressions. It is also possible to invert the search by using a leading exclamation mark at the beginning of a search term. If you add a hash sign at the end of any query, the list of objects will be changed to only display such objects that are in a non-OK state. You can hit the Enter key on any of the displayed objects to get directed to the op5 Monitor's web interface showing this specific object's details. Also, you can use the Command Enter alternative action to get presented with some more specific options, such as rescheduling a service or host check immediately or acknowledging a host or service problem. But this is not all yet. If you have used op5 Monitor before, you may know the list filters. You can use list filters in all op5 monitor to narrow down from large lists of monitored objects to show exactly what you need to see, filtering the displayed objects by a wide range of possible criteria, such as name, state, scheduled downtime, acknowledgement, and much more. This way, you can create predefined views, for example, one of all of your devices of a certain type that have at least one or more host or service problem. After you have created such a filter using the graphical filter builder or by just typing it into the filter field, you can save this filter to be displayed in the filter menu of op5 Monitor for later use. In the Alfred workflow, you can directly access these saved filters. As with all other object types, you can use the Alfred prompt to search within the saved filters. It is also possible to directly type a list filter into the Alfred prompt without having to predefine it in Monitor. With this flexibility on hand, you can even create a system-wide shortcut that calls Alfred using the op5 Monitor workflow and passes a specific filter to it. This way, you have the most important information of your IT infrastructure's health available with just a few keystrokes. You can download this workflow on GitHub and give me feedback directly via GitHub or on Twitter. Thank you for watching.